Hello guys and gals, and welcome back to another episode of Ritual Pastas. Yes, a series where we take a look at some pretty nice rituals that you can perform and get some supernatural effect. Now should you do these? Well, that's entirely up to you, but this one is all about finding the ghosts that live in your residence. This is called the Staircase Ritual. Now how do you perform this ritual and what is it all about? Well, sit back, relax, and let's see what's in the Staircase Ritual. If you're reading this, it's likely because you're at your wit's end. You've been watching too many scary movies, or maybe you've read a few too many creepypastas. Or perhaps you've just been left alone with your own thoughts for far too long. You've been hearing suspicious noises, you're not sure, but you think that shadow in the corner just moved. Or you just feel a presence other than your own, and you've become uneasy. At this point, you just want to know. And you want to know for absolutely sure. Is there something in your house? Should you be worried about it? What's going to happen if you succumb to your desire to close your eyes and go to sleep? Well, you come to the right place. If you want to know, I'm going to delegate to you the first of many methods. This ritual is designed to detect the activity of the supernatural, demonic, or worse. And here's what you're going to need. Number 1, a staircase, preferably one with 12 or 13 stairs, excluding the landings, but you can do it with up to 16. It's highly advisable that you use a staircase with 17 or more stairs or a staircase with 11 or less stairs. Number 2, a small portable fan. It's suggested that one runs on a battery, if you have one that is. If you don't, you can use a fire puffer as an alternative. Number 3, a cup of water. Number 4, a handful of dirt. Number 5, a candle, and make sure it's one that won't burn out easily, and you have something to light it with, obviously. Number 6, a picture of your house or whatever stood in the place of your house from as far back as you can get it. Number 7, a picture of your house as it is now. Number 8, a pair of dice. Number 9, 2 watches or small clocks, preferably analog, but if you only have digital, that's fine as well. Number 10, a food offering, and it must be an animal product. Number 11, a mirror. Number 12, a handful of ash. Number 13, a few dust bunnies. Number 14, a bug or another living and easily overpowered creature. Number 15, something from your body. It could be a toe, fingernail, lock of hair, some saliva, blood, a tooth, whatever it may be. Number 16, salt. And number 17, a weapon, preferably one made of silver. Now to begin, you're going to want to prepare your stairs, and you must be aware of the exact time that you begin this ritual, and you must begin during the afternoon as the entire ritual must be completed during PM hours. If you have 12 or 13 stairs, you'll be starting by standing on the bottom landing, and if you have more, stand on the bottom stair and place the first item on the next stair. Now from here, recite, "It is from here whenceforth I shall commence." On the first stair, place a small fan, but don't turn it on. If you're using a fire puffer, fill it up with air and don't puff it out. Place it on the stair instead of the fan. As you do, recite, "Here's the air that the mortal breathes." And on the second stair, place a glass of water. And you do so. Recite, "Here's the water the mortal drinks." On the third stair, place a handful of dirt, spread it wide, and as you do, recite, "Here's the earth on which mortal stands." On the fourth stair, place a candle but don't light it. Leave whatever you intend to light the candle with beside it, and as you do so, recite, "Here's the fire that burns mortals' hands." On the fifth stair, place a picture of your house from the past, and as you do so, recite, "Here's the time that has come to pass." On the sixth stair, place a picture of your house as it is now, and roll the dice beside it. Pray that it does not come up a high number, and as you do so, recite, "Here's the present and the die are cast." On the seventh stair, place one of your watches, and as you do so, recite, "Here's the future, the time ticks by now." On the eighth stair, place your food offering, and as you do so, recite, "Here's the offering for Devil's Mouth." On the ninth stair, place the mirror, and as you do so, recite, "Here's my image, in God's likeness I trust." Note, regardless of whether you're Christian or even religious at all, you must recite this line as it is phrased here without any substitution, hesitance, or reservations. And on the 10th stair, place the ashes and the dust bunnies, and as you do so, recite, "Here is mortality, ashes, and dust." The 11th stair, place your bug. Make sure it can't get away. It has to be alive, and as you do so, recite, "Here is the life I present unto thee." On the 12th and final stair, place a thing from your body, and as you do so, recite, "Here is the essence extracted from me." Step on the top landing of the final stair and turn around. Draw a line of salt across the edge of the stair landing. Recite simply, no further than here. Now during the next morning, you're going to leave your objects overnight, and on this night you should not notice anything suspicious or concerning, and if you do, abort the ritual by putting a circle of salt around each item, and around your bed as well as anyone else's bed in your house. Leave them for the night, and then remove the items the following morning. You must completely obliterate them all. If you do not notice anything suspicious or concerning and are able to get a good night's sleep without any nightmares or without waking up until daybreak, the ritual is officially in effect, and whenever you wish to, you may complete it. It will remain in effect as long as the items remain on the stairs. However, none of the items should be allowed to fall from their stair or to overlap onto other stairs. Don't allow the salt, dirt, or the ashes and dust to spill over onto another stair. If you must, keep them in a container of some sort. The water must remain open to the air, so be careful not to spill any of it. Do not leave anything besides these items on your stairs. And in performing the ritual, you have banished any supernatural demonic beings in your house to the first floor, and they must get past the 12 curses you have set on your stairs before they can get to you. And believe me when I say, if they didn't already despise you, they will now. Refrain from making unnecessary trips down your stairs after sundown, as this weakens the curses. Depending on how strong your supernatural demonic beings are, these curses might not hold more than a couple nights, and as soon as you start to notice even the most subtly peculiar activity, immediately consider completing the ritual. This ritual cannot be reinforced by repeating it. If you sleep on the first floor, do the ritual backwards, starting from the top of the stairs instead of the bottom. All the same rules apply. If you don't have stairs in your house, you can do this. You can do the same ritual in a long hallway as long as you can clearly see the 12 divisions. You may mark them with tape, lines of salt, which, would make a stronger barrier in theory, or pencil. Or you can place a long, thin piece of wood at regular intervals down the hallway. All the same rules apply. Do not, though, however, perform this ritual in a room. Do not perform the ritual outside, and do not perform this ritual in any small enclosed space, such as a tent or a car, if it's even possible for you to do that. Now, as the ritual is in progress, to complete it, it's advisable that you evacuate everyone else from your home. Have them stay the night in a hotel or something. You have to do this alone. Now stand in the exact place where you recited. It is from here whenceforth I shall commence, at exactly the same time when you originally recited this line when you initiated the ritual. Make sure you have your weapon in hand. You must stand there for the first hour. You must not move or be moved. Your feet must remain planted in place. As soon as the first hour ends, step into the stair with the fan. Turn it on as quickly as possible and let it run across the stair. If you used a puffer, puff out the air that was inside it, but do not move from that stair or the entirety of the second hour. Stand facing the top of the stairs, but do not, under any circumstances, turn around and look behind you. As soon as the second hour ends, step onto the stair with a cup of water. Leave the fan running and make sure there is no air in the puffer. Drink the entire glass of water as quickly as possible. Do not move from that stair for the entirety of the third hour. Stand facing the top of the stairs, and do not, under any circumstances, once again look behind you or turn. As soon as the third hour ends, step onto the stair with the dirt. Your feet must both be within the pile of dirt that you drew on the stair. If you put the dirt in a container, dump it out onto the stair as wide as possible and give yourself more space to stand on. Do not move from that stair for the entirety of the fourth hour. Stand facing the top of the stairs, and do not under any circumstances turn around or look behind you. As soon as the fourth hour ends, step onto the stair with a candle on it and light it. You may stand beside it or hold it up to your face, but make sure it doesn't go out. Do not move from that stair for the entirety of the fifth hour. Stand facing the top, and again, don't look or turn behind you. As soon as the fifth hour ends, step onto the stair with the picture from long ago, and without turning around, you must use the candle from the last stair to burn the picture. Don't blow out the flame until the picture has been burned, into fine ash, or at least until you can't even tell what it is anymore. Don't move from that stair again for the sixth hour, and face the top, don't look and turn behind you. As soon as the sixth ends, step onto the stair with the picture of the present day, and you gotta rip it as many times as the dice indicated without letting it fall apart. Do not move from that stair for the entirety of the seventh hour, and again, face top, don't look behind. As soon as the seventh ends, step onto the stair with the clock or watch, and you must turn the clock forward as many hours as the number on the dice. Do not turn it back to achieve the same number. Do not move from that stair for the entirety of the 8th hour. Stand facing the top, don't look behind you. As soon as the 8th ends, step onto the stair with the food offering. It may have been there for a few days, so hopefully, I hope it hasn't gone too bad. You gotta take a bite of it and swallow, and you must eat it as if it is delicious, even if it is disgusting. So make sure you pick something good. Don't move from that stair for the 9th hour. Face the top, don't look behind you. As soon as the 9th ends, step onto the stair with the mirror. Look into the mirror and look only at your face. Don't try to use it to look behind you. No matter what you see in the mirror, you can't look away. Don't move from that stair. Face the top, and don't look behind you. And as soon as the 10th hour ends, smash that mirror, step onto the stair with the ashes and dust. You have to drop a drop of blood onto them. It must be your blood, and it's got to be fresh. So bring something to draw it out. Don't move from that stair for the entirety of the 11th hour. Stand facing the top of the stair, and as soon as the 11th hour ends, step into the stair with the bug. Kill that bug. But do not move from that stair for the entirety of the 12th hour. Stand facing the top of the stairs, and yeah, as soon as the 12th hour ends, step onto the stair with the thing from your body, and you gotta swallow it whole. And don't wash it with anything. Don't move from that stair. Don't move. Face the top, turn around, and looking back. Don't ever do that. And as soon as the 13th and final hour ends, step onto the place where you recited, no further than here. Make sure you have your weapon in hand, turn around, brace yourself, and good luck. Well. Now, this was another ritual, and pretty well explained here, so I gotta give it points for that. Now, before I go into the lack of any reward, you would think would set me off, and people who are actually into this stuff as well, some of those people. But you know, to think about it now, maybe there are people that just want to do this for the thrill, the raw euphoria, and I can respect that, to be honest, because hey, I'd want to do it too. Now, as far as the ritual goes, you don't need a lot, really, and most of the stuff you can easily get around the house. Now, this does win award for most long, drawn-out ritual ever, going on literally by an hour-by-hour basis. But out of all of them, you know, even the Midnight Man ritual, this one has to be the scariest of them all, because to think, for 12-something hours, the entity or whatever is behind you is also step-by-step following you, and you can't look back until the end, when you gotta kill it a weapon out of silver, whatever that is. I don't believe there was any, real permutation, so make sure you get something good. But you gotta make sure you kill whatever it is, because hey, who knows what'll happen to you. Now, I feel that the thrill here, is because not only would be a great way to get something unwanted out of your house, but something that quenches a thirst for the paranormal, And it's scary, but it's also something that I can see myself and some other people chasing, on a free day or whatever, when you got about 12 hours to kill. But this is a ritual, and again, could it be real or not? Now, the skeptic in me says, probably not, Mutahar, but the fun side in me says, the only way I'm going to find out is if I actually do it, and you know what? Maybe I might for all of you. But in the end, I do want to ask you what you think of this ritual, and if you have another one to share, tell us all in the comments below. Share with the class. This has been another episode of Ritual Pastas, and if you like what you saw, then like, comment, and subscribe for more content. This is me, Mutahar, and I'm out.